So how did I make $350 trading Microsoft call options? So looking at Microsoft at 1311 on the 30-minute time chart, 1311. Let's see. So this candle right here. So basically, when Microsoft approached the 50-day moving average, I bought Microsoft call options, waited for a bounce off the 50-day moving average. Once that bounce occurred at 1319, I sold out the position, making a gain of $350 trading Microsoft call options. So this trade was, I guess pretty short and simple. It's just using the moving average as my entry point, and then just mentalizing my percentage target that I want to aim for the day. And basically, basically what you're trying to do is you're trying to use the moving averages as your entry points, whether you decide to either play calls or puts for the day. And so basically I do have another trade that I could show. It's XYZ. What did I play? Calls. So I played calls on XYZ, and I got in at 947. Let's look at 947. So this candle right here. So the 10 candle, basically once it landed on the on the 50-day moving average, I bought XYZ call options, and then at 954, so basically that very same candle I bought, that very same candle I bought more XYZ call options, and then at 1136, so 1136 would be not this one but this candle right here. And so basically once again XYZ is having trouble breaking out of that 9-day moving average, and so I was like, okay, let's see if XYZ can once again land on the 50-day moving average and see if we can have a bounce off the 50-day moving average. And so at 1232, which is 1230, this candle right here, the 13 candle, I sold out the position, making a gain of $150 just trading a couple of XYZ call options. So it's basically, I made the percentage target I reached for this trade was 4.92%. Basically I mentalized like, okay, if it's close to my percent target of 5%, okay, I'm just gonna move out the position, move on to the next trade, and just keep it simple, and if the position is down, if my position is down 10 or 5%, I'll cut my losses there at those, once it reaches those thresholds, and I'll move on to the next trade. That way I don't hold on to, onto the position any longer and just kind of hope for the best. I'd rather just know, I guess you could say mentally wise, I'd rather mentally wise, know that, okay, maybe this trade won't go my way, so I'd rather mentalize this in my head that I'll just rather take the 5 or 10% loss and just move on to the next trade, because that's how I'm feeling for that day, or how I'm feeling with that specific trade. So basically, just when you're trading, try to use the moving averages to your advantage. Will this strategy always work 100% of the time? No, just like any other strategy out there, this strategy isn't 100% foolproof. But if you know where to cut your losses at, and you know where to get in, get out, like, you should be good. And also, like, another thing that you could do is, like, let's say you bought XYZ call options. As soon as it landed on the 9-day moving average, what you could do is you could wait until it lands on the 20 or 50-day moving average. That way you can dollar cost average along the way. Once XYZ falls to those moving averages, And then that way, once XYZ does decide to make a sudden U-turn towards the upside, your position can be in the green a lot more faster in a way. Just to keep it simple, that's the best way I can explain it. And so, and like, let's see, for Microsoft, right? I analyzed the chart. I was like, okay, pretty much, the 9, the 20, and 50-day moving average look like this on the chart for today. There could be a possibility that we could see further uptrend from Microsoft for the day, but will that be 100% guaranteed? Probably yes, probably not. Just like any other indicator out there, like I said. So I was like, okay, so I'll just try to play some Microsoft call options. Once it, bounces off the 50-day moving average, this candle used it. And you can see that this pre-market candle used the 50-day moving average too. So I was like, okay, if the 1330 candle, this one right here, the 1330 candle, does decide to approach the 50-day moving average, I'll play a little bit of, Microsoft call options, see if we can see a bounce off the 50-day moving average. If that happens, good. I'll just sell out the position, right? And so I was like, okay. I mean, it's not like, in your head, you kind of have to know that where to sell out your position once once it reaches your 10, 20, 30% target, or when to cut your losses once your position is down 5, 10, 20, 30, 40%. That way you're not hoping for the best. So basically you already know mentally that, okay, I'm gonna aim for a 10% gainer, and I'm gonna try my best to cut my losses once my position is down 10%. That way I don't lose any more money than I need to. That way I can have, I won't lose all of my money. That way I can use that leftover money and use it on the next trade. So basically it's all about mentalizing in your head where to get in, get out, and basically just using the moving averages in a way to know if you're playing calls or puts for the day. So if you guys want to add these moving averages to your chart, it is the 9, 20, 50, 180, and 200-day moving average. And I always trade on the 30-minute time chart. So that is pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, take care, and this is not financial advice. And if you guys want to sign up with Webull, you can sign up with my Webull link located in the description below or in my IG bio. So that's pretty much it. As always, take care, and this is not financial advice. Bye.